So it is Monday, post vacation, and it is, I want to say, roughly about, let's check where we at weather wise. 7 degrees. Look at that. 7 degrees with a high of 27 degrees today. So we are going to take the Windone S16. We are going to take it because I think the roads are going to be super slick today, just because if you can see my breath. By the way, yeah, I got the new GPS unit. No, this is not like the GPS unit that came from DJI. This is another company that I got a recommendation from a person who told me about this particular one and was like, dude, you definitely should try it. The GPS lasts forever. So I ordered it. It took a month to get here from China, but I'm glad I got it. All right, let's get our camera off the ground here. And let's see. Are you gonna go straight, little brother? All I usually keep it back there for is to make sure that yeah, that's right on time. So let's get our light on too and make sure that that light is actually where we need it to go. And normally we would go out there, but that is covered in about a foot of snow. So if you don't know, let me tell you what happened. So I just came back from vacation. I was in North Carolina having a great time, which you guys know already, right? Okay, but what I found out was we got snow, and we got a lot of it, like well over 10 inches of snow in some places, yeah. So what ended up happening? Had to come home and snow blow. But yeah, I got it done. So let's get started. Let's see where everything is. Cause I actually cleaned this yesterday intentionally because I knew that there was going to be the possibility of like slick ground. So we're just going to chill in one for right now. But that's what these fat tires were for. I don't know necessarily I'm not exactly sure how well the ground is going to be over here. I know this ground, for the most part, right over here, I know that this is going to be fine. I'm not worried about this because this is like propagated by a lot of cars. So not really concerned about that. And I know they take pretty good care of the ground over here. So I'm not really concerned about that part. I'm more concerned about certain areas where they haven't did the grounds quite yet. Not bad. These tires are loud today, but like over here, this is what I was concerned about. Because over here, they don't do this ground. I don't know why. Like they don't come here. Like, look at this. This is like lowered, but there's like zero salt here. So like, what is somebody supposed to do? I mean, if you're in a car, this is going to be slick as hell. And if I had rode a scooter, this would have been a hot mess. But I'm sure you guys can see like all of that black ice over there, right? So, but we're going to make this. We got this. We got this. That is crazy, the amount of ice on this ground that they have done nothing to take care of yet. Crazy. But we got this. We got this. All right. We're going to go sit inside of here. No reason for us to sit outside. Not in this weather. Every time I come here, it always smells like cigarette smoke. Always. Even though you can't smoke in here, people will usually smoke in here until like when this is an area where it's warm and people will come here and they will smoke in here because if they're homeless, this is a place where you can warm up very quickly before the police throw you out. But, cause yeah, this area right here is warm and it's not extremely warm, but it is warmer than being outside right now. So I'll see you guys when we make it to Union. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right. So we made it to Union Station. Check out that tree. It's always beautiful, but year after year, this is what the second or third year that I have been down here and that tree is always gorgeous. I can only imagine like the number of people that it takes to put up that tree, and then all of these little ornaments and other things that need to be put up. But each year we have, they have the things in the center. Oh yeah, all the time. But yeah, even in here, the lights look amazing, and they focus on, just making, because last year, this area right here had a lot of seats in it, but not this year. You know how many times I get that question about, do batteries freeze in the wintertime? And I think about, that's something I would think of too, is I'm not going to ride a e-bike because the battery is not going to work very well during the winter, which isn't true. It's not nearly as efficient, I'll tell you that much. But other than that, they certainly work just fine. All right, so I expect that the ground here is going to be it's going to be slick. So we'll see. The ground is not bad. It's okay. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it is definitely slick. Yep. This is definitely slippery, certain areas down here. Actually, I'm glad I bought this. I didn't think that this was going to be the ideal choice for today, but I'm so glad I bought this bike today. And I'm riding it in gear 1 just because, as you guys can see, there is ice and lots of slush, but these little tires work well to get me through a large part of this, and just staying kind of focused on, just trying to get through some of the slushy stuff, right? Where they've kind of pushed it into the bike lanes. But that's one of the things that you get when you are, you are on an e-bike in Chicago in the middle of the winter. They do not do our bike lanes at all. And see, this would have been horrible for like a scooter. As you guys know, I ride scooters, but this would have been a bad choice for a scooter just because there's nothing you can do unless you're like riding in the streets, but riding in the bike lanes that are not cleaned. And this is just going to melt because they don't really do it. Just so sad, but it's the truth, y'all. It's the truth. And we have to be extremely careful on a large part of this, because thank goodness I should probably just have my legs out through here. I feel like I should just have my legs out completely. Just because it's like, it's seriously, it's icy, but I love it, you guys. I love it. I love this, but I think that's, a large part just because I dig the dynamics of having to use a skill that I've developed during the summertime to get me through this. But I think I'm gonna wear a full face tomorrow. Oh, that rear tire, you guys, that rear tire was slick. But thankfully, these knobbies on here is what's actually keeping me afloat right now, is the knobbies. Yeah, the knobbies are definitely doing their job right now. I can only imagine what this would be like if you were not on knobbies and just kind of like trying to, get yourself through here with like thin road tires. Like, this would not be cool. Look at that. I'm telling you guys, if you ever, like, a lot of people love Chicago, they don't love Chicago during this time of the year, unless you're a person who just loves Chicago. Y'all gonna go? Because I got a turn. So, yeah. Now, on regular ground, good to go. But those knobbies kept me alive on there, and I'm glad that I made the choice that I did today to bring the Windone S16. Like, I'm so glad I did. See what this is like. All right, let's see what this ground is like, because this is where it's usually super duper slippery. I expect it'll be the same way. But we got little knobbies, so these little knobbies have definitely helped us stay afloat. Our usual little ice, you guys, like, just keep your throttle steady, which is what I'm doing right now. Oh, that was my nuts. Ouch. I'm okay. I'm all right. Yeah. Okay. We're good. We're okay. We made it to the office. So I'll see you guys in what, 8 hours? All right. We are on the move. I got to make sure I put on my Strava because I totally forgot this morning. Like, literally forgot. But We'll get it rolling. I always have to remember which side it's on. What is going on here? All right. We should be good to go now, y'all. I still got to figure out this whole seat issue, getting this seat together, but Blackbird is Blackbird. Let's make sure that this is on here, right? All right. Let's get you in first gear. Go figure it out. It is snowing right now. And thank goodness we got these tires because this right here, hot mess. They didn't even do these streets yet, which I think is weird, but you know, whatever. We'll get it. I could not imagine somebody having to do this on like thin tires, like those right there, like that guy. But because if you got to like go through a bunch of snow, this would be so crappy trying to do all of that, but it is, you know. He just rides on where it's not a whole bunch of snow. Smart move. This feels like little sleek. Well, that's single gear. That's a fixed gear. I'm expecting that some of this is going to be clear because this is where the cars are, but I do not expect that. So far, it's good. It definitely feels like sleep, though. I'm giving you guys a little bit of like some free time to enjoy Chicago without in the wintertime, because maybe where you are does not get very slippery and wintry like it is now, but here it does that. They got a shit ton of like salt in them. Wait, is he trying to get? Oh no, okay. I was like, is he getting through? What's happening? Try not to fall over here. Yep, because it is slick, which I knew it was gonna be, but looking at you guys. Do you see that all of that salt that's on and the ice that's on the freaking that's crazy. That poor little guy. He got to stay on the sidewalk because he ain't gonna be able to go no place else. I'm so glad I got on work boots. If I did not have on work boots, we'd be slipping and sliding, y'all. You're out here in San Luis. That dude was out here in some, are you serious? Okay. He was out here in some Crocs. And not like winter Crocs, like inside the house Crocs. All right. We made it where we gotta go. What we need to make sure we do is take this out of gear. Because trust me, this can run away from you if you keep it in gear. And then let's go ahead and turn off the light. And let's turn off this light so we aren't gaining attention to ourselves unnecessarily. All right, I'll see you guys when we make it to Union Station.